Okay, five hands, we're now ready for the interviews. They've done the weigh-ins, done a lot of your steam. I'll first of all bring Mr. Chris Bladen in. Bladen! I might have done that on purpose. Bladen. Got to sit this side, Chris, sorry. And get Zachary. Zach in. Zach Evans. And his opponent, Sean Smith from Scotland. You've got to come in, Sean. And your trainer as well, please.
Gordon Russell.
Gordon Russell. Please meet you. Okay, so if you sit in nice and tight, are they all in on their live one as well? Yeah. On the live screen one?
Yep.
Yeah, good. Okay then, Zach, start with you first. I filmed your last fight here.
Yeah.
You're on fire at the moment, aren't you?
I
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
no? You're absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about your opponent here?
I've seen he's mostly a K1 fighter and does boxing, but I'm not sure so much on the above weight scene.
Yeah. How many fights you had now, Sean?
Good few now.
I don't.
It's fights different styles. You'd fight in boxing, K1, kickboxing, so it's a kind of varied breakup.
Mixed, yeah, mixed fights.
Yeah,
cool. So training's been good.
Yeah, the camps went well. Training hard, sparring's been going well. As I said, predominantly K1 fighter, but he does kickboxing, so
A punch, a kick's a kick.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, good. Do you know anything about Zach? Have you looked at him and had a look at him?
I had a wee look on YouTube and things like that. Of course, that's what everybody does. But I mean, can't take it away for the guy. He's a great kickboxer and all the rest of it. So I'm only here. I've been offered to fight for. I've been offered a great opportunity to fight for a world title. So I mean, who wouldn't take that opportunity where it's going?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you as well, as I know Christopher, for jumping in, taking it because of things that happened that was beyond anyone's control.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few fights that we wanted to happen. Obviously, through one thing and politics, it got took away from us. We was told that we have to go through the WKU with every fight, because originally our original plan was, obviously, because Zach holds a TFC world title and an ICO, we was hoping that we could have put every one of them together, so winner goes away with either 3 or 4 belts. You know, that's what we was aiming for, but politics got in the way, and so we've had to limit it down to just one. So we've had the WKU, and here we are. So I got in touch with Paul Sutton. The original opponent was Damien Duddy from Southern Ireland. So we was all fixed for that, we was ready for it, we're not bothered. And then obviously through personal reasons, he pulled out a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. So I mean, Paul got us in touch with Gordon, and here we are. So they said that obviously Sean was next in line for the WKU world title spot. So we're here, we took it, and to be honest with you, I don't care who he fights, we'll fight anybody, we'll fight whoever it is. Home or away, we're not bothered. Just bring it on. We're being written off. We get wrote off a lot because some people are like, oh, well, that title's not as worthy as that title. Let me tell you something. No matter what organisation we was with today, this fight would have still happened.
Yeah.
This means nothing to us, the name.
Initials,
it's non-politics, and I'm led to believe you are the same.
Exactly.
You know, so no matter what happens, this fight would have gone on, whether it's WKA, ISKA, it doesn't matter. We're here to fight and we'll fight anyone. I'm non-political.
Yeah.
Belts to belt.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get you into Cyprus as well. We're looking at it.
Well,
now.
we're open.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people promise us things, but sometimes it's like everything else. 3 weeks before the fight, their arse starts to go, and next minute it ain't happening.
Well, there's been a man watching this in Cyprus, Chris Padilla, who's a big promoter over there. I film in Cyprus a lot. I'm going over there again in May the 1st. There's some big news about who are hopefully taking over. There's a meeting in Cyprus at the moment. Hopefully, Chris, we could get this world champion over there in kickboxing. As far as I'm concerned, there's no one after this fight in this country that's anywhere near good enough for him. And with the contacts that Chris has got over there worldwide as well, and big shows he puts on, hopefully we can do something. So I'm going to push to help and do it, so you can really get tested, because you will be tested.
To be fair, I feel our training's gone really well. We put it in. He's active, he's really active. We don't turn down any fights. If we can fight, we will fight. He's not bothered if it's 10 rounds, 5 rounds, 7. We've done them all. You know, I know it's an amateur sport, but listen, we'll go with whatever the promoter wants, whatever sell that show. If we're not bothered. Just bring them on.
Okay, anyone else got anything to say?
I'm just saying, Chris, you said that Zach's on fire. You brought a bucket of water down.
Yeah. Good.
No, I hope it's full.
I got a
I hope
feeling
it's full, mate. There's lots of
We've got a fire extinguisher in the car.
that's going to be a
Go and
good
put that
start.
fire out.
No, to be fair, I mean, you know, I'm not just saying it because obviously he's one of our lads, but even if he wasn't with me, I'd like to think whatever happens out of this outcome, you're going to go away and you're going to think, yeah, that lad's something.
Listen,
You know
as we
what I
said,
mean?
a fight's a fight, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, so,
Irrespective of the result, we'll shake hands at the end.
yeah, that's it.
You know, because at the end of the day, we're sportsmen.
Yeah.
First and foremost, there's no grudges, there's no politics.
Yeah.
I think politics destroy a lot of this sport.
Yeah.
I'm not politically
No,
motivated.
we've been chatting
Neither
about
is
this.
Chris.
Yeah.
I brought a fighter down, he's got a fighter, they're going to go in there and they're going to do something that a lot of people like to talk about but can't do.
Yes,
right.
A lot of people like to mouth off and say, oh, that guy's no good, that guy's no good, but these guys are like, you know, couch potatoes, they don't do anything. This is a hard sport, this isn't for everybody.
No.
This is not for everybody, so hats off to anybody who's in there. Kids, adults, females, males, anybody who's into that square circle.
Yeah.
Anybody, hats off to them. So whatever happens tonight, irrespective of what happens tonight, we'll shake hands and we'll go to the bar and we'll have a pint after.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'll bring some tissue.
Let's get you two up. You stay two fighters. I'm going to do my chair back. Let's get you together. In you come, boys.
Just want to point out
Yeah.
electrical fire,
Yeah.
water's not.
See, shake hands.
You've got
lads.
4 man water.
Right now, fighters pose at each other. Get in close. Come on, get in close. Let me get out of the way. That's it. Come on, get in close. That's it. Good. All the best man win. Good boys. Well done. Well done, lads. Jack Wiles. Okay, Jack. In you come. Dan Wright's not here, is he? Not yet.
No.
Right. If you come, I'll sit on this side. If you come this side, Chris. Right, so if you want to talk it through, it's a title fight, 4.
Yeah, it's obviously we've got a fight here. It's not an original fight. We originally had Jack was against Ed from Star Kickboxing. Obviously, he's not very well, so we've had to take a fight like last minute against Dan Wright from Carl Den's club.
Carl Dean.
Carl Dean, yeah. Well, we've had problems with him in a second now.
Just I'm going to say, I filmed this at Colin's show.
Yeah, Dan Wright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very good fight. And I think
He beat Jammed in there, so
Yeah,
we know.
yeah.
I know a bit about him.
this is going to be one of the fights of the night.
Yeah, well, he
My
was
opinion.
fight of the night on the last show, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
I think with Dan Wright, is like I say, is really popping. And like Jack, I've seen him fight and filmed his last one here. It's brilliant. And I think that's just my opinion. But how do you feel about? I know your opponent's been switched now at last minute, but it does happen all the time. I know Ed well, so if he's pulled out, it's obviously a good enough reason with him. Not like a lot of them, but anyway, at the end of the day, do you know anything about your opponent?
I ain't got a clue.
No.
To be
His
honest,
fight's on YouTube. You didn't watch it, no? Have a little
No,
look.
I haven't seen it, to be honest with you.
No. No.
The one thing I like about Jack is he's like, he'll fight whoever's in front of him, whether it's an uphill mountain or whoever it is, he's not bothered. And that's one thing I'd like to say about the gym that we've got. If the fight's there and we're ready, we'll fight anyone. This isn't going to be an easy fight for him because a lot of people that step in haven't really had a fight camp. So I'm just going to literate on this. Dan Wright has had a fight camp because he fought last week. So
he won, didn't he? So
he won,
Good
he won.
fight.
So
I filmed it.
he
It
is
was a good
fit.
fight, yeah.
So this isn't going to be easy by all means. It's not someone that stepped in off the street. This guy is going to be fit. He is going to be switched on. He is going to be ring fit. And to be fair, he's got a great trainer behind him.
Yeah.
So we're not taking no chances. And it's whatever happens on the day happens on the day.
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
I think it's good that when you take a fight at last minute like this, and like in yourselves, you want to get him matched, and you've not gone out your way to try and find an easy fight for him.
No.
You've gone out to find a credible fight, and I'd like to say I think it's going to be the fight of the night. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, again, there's not a lot you can do with pull-outs last minute. It's been a nightmare for myself and Lance. I mean, I know Lance is out there now picking up the pieces from where we've left off. I'd like to think this is going to be a cracking show. We've got 21 fights on the bill. There are tickets still on the door if people want to come down and support. And like I say, we haven't just got title holders fighting for stuff. We've also got novices coming involved, i.e. the future. Like we've got some good kids, really good kids. I mean, I'm looking at how some of the kids train. In my opinion, they're better than how the adults train, like, you know. So I'm excited. I think we'll have a good show. I think it'll be good.
It'll be an excellent show. Again, got tickets, fight fans, get them. Is there a hot number?
No, just turn up.
Yeah.
There'll be tickets on the door. Obviously, there's no tables or seated. It's a £20 a ticket for if you can get them now. Otherwise, it'll be £25 on the door. Obviously, that's only being fair to those that have got tickets in advance. But like you say, it's going to be explosive. We've done quite a bit of work. Me and Jack have. He's been with me the last 12 months. Just under 12 months.
Just before, saying would be June, August.
Yeah, so not 8 months. 8 months he's been with us. I think we've done quite a lot in that time, really.
Been to France,
Yeah, we've been to France. So yeah, we've had some fun. Like I say, we're not turning down fights. Just moving forward and see what happens today. I've been offered a few other fights for him, but I'm not going to say yes or no until we see the outcome of today. So I think it's only fair, you know.
Well, I'd like to wish you all the best
No,
for tonight,
thank
mate.
you.
And see you later on in the show.
No, it's all
Brilliant.
See you later.
Yeah. So, you are from the Impact Gym, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't actually know a lot of the gyms around this way.
Yeah.
Are you local or?
No, we're from Middlesbrough.
Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a British title.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the young lady you're fighting?
Nothing at all.
No.
Don't know anything.
Not had a look on YouTube or.
We had a little look, but couldn't find really much on her. So,
No.
No, it's Caitlin's first fight back as an adult. Since she packed in 15 months ago to sort of university studies out.
Yeah.
So this is the first fight back as in the adult section.
Yeah.
So it was a good matchup because both girls are both the same age. So we'll see how it goes tonight.
Yeah. Training been hard?
Yeah.
He put you through it, has he?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if you've had
Non-stop since
a
January.
bit of time off since uni or whatever, and have to really probably push her a little bit more than before. Have to see if she's not come back. Or...
Yeah, it was a bit harder than normal.
Yeah.
Just
Probably push myself more.
Yeah, she
Because I
has.
knew I wanted to return good and not like.
Yeah. You got a game? You're not going to say about your game plan, obviously, but have you got a game plan that you've been working on in the gym, in the ring, or whatever? Or are you just going to see what happens and
we'll just see how the first round goes,
and then you'll talk to her in the interval after the first round?
and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
She's she knows herself what she needs to do. I mean, as a junior, she was undefeated for 5.5 years.
Yeah. Good girl.
So,
excellent.
Hopefully it's the same
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Hopefully, her adult career was just as good as the junior career.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. Well, let's just get you both standing up with me so we can get pictures out of this as well. Right, to the live as well. I think, no, better sit down and do it, sorry. Yeah. Right, so, would you look at the camera and then I can get a nice picture out of this as well. Right, I'd just like to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And see you later on in the ring. Yeah.
Cheers, Dom.
Brilliant. You're welcome.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, if we can have Chris in. Chris Bladen in and Ashley Bowram. And his opponent is Nathan Robson. Yeah? Is your trainer here, Nathan? No? No. Okay, he comes there. Make sure you squeeze in there because we have a job to get Chris in on the end. Yeah. Okay then, so this is for an area title then, yeah?
Yeah.
5 times 2s. I say, do you know anything about?
I'll just give you the history.
Yeah, go on then.
We had a fight here last year, and this was the match that we had. So it ended in the first round after Nathan got a cut above the
I remember
left
filming
eye.
it now, yeah.
It was turned into a cracking fight, and the doctor said, unfortunately, the fight can't continue due to blood going into the eye. Obviously, since then, they've both had a few extra fights, and through success of both of them, we've been informed that they are allowed to go for an area title. So we thought, well, what better than to get them going now for a title? 5 rounds. and let's just hope that it lasts longer than like 30 seconds of the first round. So, although Ashley got the win, there is a bit of arguments from both sides, which I totally understand. So it's only fair that we rematched it. Obviously he's got a credible coach, Doug Clark. So yeah, we said, well, we'll get it on, and let's see what happens. So here we are.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I remember it now. I remember feeling it was starting to heat up in a cracking fight. But no one likes to see a fight end that way. Got to know, Chris, now I know you're training that, and definitely you two don't, even though you got the win. It's not the way anyone wants to win a fight. You want to win it either by KO or unanimous points, or if it's a great fight, you know, you just win it and that's it, you know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I hope it goes 3 hard rounds, you know, and goes to the judges' scorecard.
I mean, they're both weighed in the same weight, 70.5. So again, it should be a cracking fight. I mean, the last time they both weighed in, that was 72. So records are low, and it's showing you that they're training for this. You know, either their diet's changed or something has changed since the last one, because they're both stripped. So as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be a good fight, and who knows, you know.
Cool. I'm going to, because the live TV might cut the heads off here, but the main television here is what I want. That one there, I want it for DVD. I'm going to get them just to stand up and face off with each other.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So I think that will cut off on the live television on that one. So if you two get together, I'll get out of the way a little bit here. We'll come over here together in the front here. That's it. Let me just move around out of the way. Is it okay on there, Mark? Yeah, just go in it and hold it. So get closer, go on, a bit closer. That's it, good.
Right.
And stop, good. Excellent, well done lads, shake hands.
Yeah, well done guys.
Cool, Owen, if you want to come in this side, old man. Paul, if you want to come on the end there. Is the other tray, are they?
No, they're not
here. Well, if you want to come this side then, Paul, sorry.
Yeah.
That'll be better. That's it. Okay, yeah? Okay on both of them, that should be unfocused or that one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better? This one okay?
Yep, good.
Yeah, good. Well then, here we are again. Last, was it a week, 2 weeks ago now, isn't it?
About 2 weeks ago,
Yeah, and another good fight. So you're actually on fire anyway, aren't you?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know anything about the guy you're fighting?
Well, I fought him April last year. It's a rematch. We fought for a TFC British title last time. It was a 5-round unanimous decision to me.
Yeah.
So he's a tough lad, to be fair, but I've had 3 stoppages in a row now, so hopefully I can keep that going.
The last one was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a good fight, that
Yeah.
was.
You must have been proud of him on the last one. That
Oh
was-
yeah, brilliant fight, brilliant
Yeah,
fight.
really, really. I mean, you just, to me, you see, to the first round, he just had a little look, and after that, he just couldn't take, he just couldn't keep with you, could he?
No. Well, I tried to work him out the first round, and the second round I was told what to do, and then just got lucky with that shot, and then after that he didn't recover, so...
No, he didn't want it. It was on his back foot.
Yeah.
But, like I say, training really, I mean, he's just come off a fight 2 weeks ago, so it's just like keeping him going, really.
Yeah, just keeping him busy, keeping him out there. He's still young, he recovers well,
Yeah.
so get him straight out there for another fight as soon as possible. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, good luck.
Cheers.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to meet these two on a dark night.
No.
The Evans, you know what I mean, Evans brothers, eh?
Yeah.
Got world champion, another future world champion.
Yeah.
Is it something in the water or what? That you drink?
No, nothing in the water up here.
Well, good luck, mate. Anyway,
Cheers,
yeah,
cheers.
I'll see you later.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Cheers.
Did you do it? Did you do it? Yeah, I knew so. There we go.
Don't need to be the father.
Right, where are we?
Down the box.
Yeah, this one here. Where are we now? That's the one. Yeah, he's already been in.
Start watching it live.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. Okay, 5 hands. With me, we've got Dan Wright and Carl Dean from HKA in Hastings. They're fighting tonight. You've got a good fight on your hands here. I think it's going to. I was saying earlier that myself, I think this is going to be the fight of the night. I do. That's only my opinion. Because I saw him fight last time. and yeah, I think it'll be a good fight for you. Do you know anything about him at all, Dan?
Well, we only accepted it on Monday night. So.
Yeah, we only took it Monday, so we, there's not that it bothers us. There's nothing really on YouTube to sort of watch and look at, even to get an idea. There's a video of him from about 2-3 years ago, but that's 3 years ago. So,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, because I had the fight list all sorted out, and you weren't on it, and all of a sudden I got another one come through, and I'm going, he's on it, he's coming down, brilliant. And I thought, I mean, he's just come off 2 weeks ago, cracking fight.
Yeah, with Jam.
Oh mate, what a fight! Awesome. That's why I got it up on Facebook. And people had to see it because it was a great fight. You know, so you're coming off a good fight, a win, and I mean, you just chugged along with your training, really, I suppose.
Yeah, well, after Jam, we were in talks about it before, but then after Jam's fight, we was told that it wasn't on. So I said to Dan, no, it's not on. So you can sort of back off a little bit, have a sort of rest for a week, and then we'll start getting back on. And then the following Monday, I got the phone call saying, "Is Dan still available?" So I was like, yes. So yeah, we've had like 5 days to prep.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But you're happy with everything?
Yeah, I'm happy with Dan. Dan's always fit, and he's always in the gym. He was back in the gym on Monday, straight after the fight with Jam, so he's always there and ready. Dan's on top at the moment, so
brilliant.
I'm happy for him. It's going to be a tough fight. We know it's going to be a tough fight.
Yeah.
But then, if you want to be at the top, you've got to take the top people out.
That's it. Then there's no. I always say it's not about the initials or the belts or whatever. It's the two fighters that are fighting.
100%.
The title, is an initials, okay. But it's the fight that makes the fight, isn't it? The
100%.
fighters. So, I wish you all the best for tonight. Yeah, and I'll see you later.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Okay, Kaylee, if you'd like to come through and sit down on here next to me with your trainer, Chris. If you sit here, look there, sit. Right. And Jasmine Jones, if you want to come sit next to me here, look, with your trainer. So this is nice to see you. I've never met you before.
Nice to meet you.
And good luck for tonight as well. So it's a Celtic title, isn't it? Yeah. Do you know anything about each other? Is there any history here, Chris, or?
I don't know. Obviously, Kay's been with me now since January last year, so it's 12 months. Obviously, she was a predominantly points fighter, match fighter. Record wasn't brilliant when he started to come to ring, and there was so many mistakes. So we took her straight back to the beginning, and then brought her straight through. So I don't know the point scene because I haven't done it since I was 18, 19 myself. So I've been out of that game, and so I don't know. I don't know if you know anything, whether they've met each other before.
No, like I said, the name's not familiar.
So it's, obviously Lance Mania set this fight up.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it again. Obviously, it is Mark, isn't it? Lee.
Live on television.
Like I say, Lance only tells me half a job. Because obviously they're from Storm, so they've got Tennessee, which obviously creditable fighter, so they've got very good pedigree. So we're expecting a battle, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And
I think if Lance has put this fight together as well, the experience he's got, he knows what is going to make a good fight. Mm-hmm. So obviously, I'm only going on what I know of him as being a very, very experienced man, great trainer. So obviously, he's brought you two together to make it into a credible fight. So I'll say I'd like to wish you all the best, and you again. And would you like to say anything before we finish?
No, like I said, just a bit on Jazz. Jazz has been with us for 2 years. She's 10 now. She's one of the first in the gym. This is just sort of another little stepping stone for her in her experience in martial arts, and all right, Jazz. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Do you know, that's a funny thing. A lot of trainers say that to me when I interview people. They say that the children are always the first there and the last to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
And they give you 100% all the time.
What is it then?
No.
What is it?
I think
Why?
sometimes I think it's, if you're doing something right at the gym, the kids want to stay there. It makes the parents' life a lot easier to bring them. You know, a lot of the time you've got to keep. I mean, a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old's attention span.
Yeah.
It's probably 10 minutes. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, for half an hour, you're going to lose that child. Exactly. You're going to lose them.
Yeah.
You've got to mix it up, and you've got to make them enjoy it. And listen, win or lose out there, as long as they're learning and progressing, it doesn't matter. It's getting them back in and building their confidence up, because at this age they should have hundreds of fights, because it all changes again when they get to 18. So for us, I try to say to the kids, don't worry, just get your experience, get as many fights under you as you can against good, creditable people, because it's only going to make you a better fighter when you start maturing. You know, I mean, look at Tennessee. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Tennessee was sitting here like the same position as your Rangers. So, like I said, it's the experience that makes us better, you know. So, like I said, you know, good luck to both fighters, and it's, you know, I'm sure you'll meet many times in the next couple of years, like, you know.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see. You know, it's not politics or nothing like that. It's a nice, friendly relationship between trainers
100%.
and children, learning and moving forward. Yeah, brilliant. Well, good luck for tonight, and I'll see you all later ringside. Okay.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Cheers. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. No problem. Good stuff. Thanks.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thanks. Cheers. Yeah. Fully me on you.
That was really inspiring.
Okay.
Really nice, guys.
Okay, five fans, if you'd like to come in, Tennessee Randall, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
And if your trainer wants to come this side, Mark. Well, world title fight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so your opponent was going to be somebody else and then it got changed. didn't it?
She was meant to be fighting Tina Harvey,
Yes.
and unfortunately she pulled out, so...
Yeah, I
No
think
fight.
Tina's retired now, apparently.
Right.
You know, so, you know, yeah. Do you know anything at all about the French girl?
We don't know nothing about it, so it's going to be an interesting one tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah. Looking forward.
Yeah. I know now, I haven't got to ask if you've trained that hard, because I know I've been filmed one of your shows once and I've seen the quality of your fighters, and congratulations on going away and abroad and coming back with some good wins, didn't you?
Yeah, sure, yeah. With some good wins in Croatia 3 weeks ago. The Irish Open last week, took 5 goals, 9 fighters.
Yeah, congratulations, yeah, very impressed. I followed it on Facebook and you know, I keep looking at it, and yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing well.
Yeah, so have we got a game plan, or we're going to keep that quiet anyway, aren't we? Yeah.
Just going to let 10s fight their fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 5 rounds, so plenty of time.
Got some tricks up the sleeve.
Yeah. So you're going to go out there and get stuck in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where excellent. I'll be ringside anyway, up close and personal on the camera. So I'd like to wish you all the best.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you.
And hopefully get an interview with you afterwards as well.
So,
All right. Yeah, brilliant. Nice to
See
see
you.
you.
See you later.
Yeah. Well, Chris, if you want to come in. And young lad this side. That's it. Right, if you want to introduce him, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Alex Baker. Again, I'm not going to take all the credit for this. Obviously, he started off with Lance Mania. Obviously, myself and Lance, we do have a little banter with each other, you know. And the doors are open from both sides. You know, mine might go and train with his and vice versa. And then obviously Alex decided that he wanted to join the dark side, as it was to speak.
The dark
So,
side.
yeah, so he's come to join, let the force be with you sort of thing. So, obviously he's come with us. He's training hard. I mean, like I say, all the basics was done there with Lance. So like I say, and I said it yesterday, it's a lot easier to pinpoint things rather than start from the bottom and work up. So obviously he's been fast tracked, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking all the credit. Obviously I'll take the credit from where he was to where he is now. So yes, we've got him a title fight, and it's against a creditable lad, obviously from Bentley Freestylers, which is Harvey Gavin. Harvey Gavin was the TFC English title holder, and then Oliver Partridge took that away from him on our last show, which was the Hammertime last year.
Yeah.
So we felt it was only fair to bring Harvey Gavin, rather than him go from English champion to nothing and then nobody hears of him. Well, we'll put him and start him at the bottom and they'll challenge for an area.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we felt like it was creditable. We had a word with Paul Sutton and he was all for it, checked the records, happy, and here we are.
Yeah.
So he's fighting an ex-English champion. Again, we don't pick our fights. they're here and that's what they are. So here we are.
Yeah, I know he can't be here till later. His trainer told me that.
Yeah, they're
anyway.
in Stoke.
Anything you'd like to say about the fight then?
Just been working hard and it's going to be a good fight. I'm just really excited for it.
Yeah, good. Well, I wish you all the best.
First
And I'll
time
see you later.
5 rounds as well, isn't it?
Yeah, easy, isn't it?
Five rounds, you struggles to do one.
You'll be alright. Adrenaline will be kicking in. Get it? Adrenaline's kicking in.
Do you know what I mean, eh?
So good luck, young man. I'll see you out in the ring. Okay? Bye-bye. Good. Who are you going to bring in? Who's he bringing in? I don't know who this girl is. Who is it?
Oh, you'll hear her before you see her.
Yeah.
Here she is. See her again. I can't ask any more of this girl, to be fair. She's been with us from the start, 12 months. She started off as a chubby mummy, and now she's lost all the weight, and she's now a MILF, as they call her.
Can't edit that, can I?
That's how it is. So yeah, this girl will go through a brick wall. She's not afraid. Nothing phases her. If anything, I'm the person that gets worried. And she just looks at me and goes, "Don't know what you're in about. I'm going to kick the fucking heads in." And it's just, I know my language is bad, but I'm just repeating what's said to me.
I don't think so.
So yeah, so she's 5-0, 5 fights, 5 wins. She holds a WRSA area title, which we took in the BCCA, which is obviously Rob Raymond's. And then she fought in Belfast not so long back, 3 weeks ago, against a creditable fighter, Rowena Bolt. She'd had 4 wins, 4 fights, 3 stoppages, trained by Billy Murray himself. So we knew that we're going on their home soil, and to be fair, I couldn't ask for any more from her. She was quality. So here we are today. So she's challenging now for an English title under the WKU. And again, this fighter is, we've seen her fight, she's a creditable fighter. Again, she's coming from a fantastic gym. From Fran and Carl Williams, obviously they're creditable fighters themselves.
Yeah.
So not only are they from the bottom to the top, they've been there, done it, they know what they're talking about. So here we are. So I'll just let her explain.
Anything you'd like to say about the fight?
No,
How do you feel? How do you feel about the fight?
Yeah, good, yeah.
It's been putting you through it then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. No, I feel ready.
Yeah.
I'm just going to trust my training.
Coming off a
Getting
fight
better.
in Ireland against Billy Murray, I mean, I know him well, very well. You know you're going to have a hard fight.
Yeah, yeah.
And you come away with a win. And
Yeah.
That's got to make you feel real good for this
Yeah,
fight
God,
tonight.
definitely. It was a massive thing for me because obviously she was unbeaten as well, so I knew it would be a big thing for her, so it was going to be a fight that we both wanted. So yeah.
I think with it being a title, although it's a title now, I don't feel that there's as much pressure because you're fighting somebody that's creditable, rather than somebody that's a 3-rounder, should I say, where it affects your record. At least you can say if you win or lose from this stage, well, you fought somebody that's worthy of it. Do you know what I mean? So it's an English title. So we're sort of saying that you're one of the best in England, really. You know, that's what we're saying. So we're just going to go for it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in ringside. Good. Right, young man, in you come. Who have we got here, Chris?
Oh, this is a guy that, well, you think Zach's good. In my opinion, this guy will run rings round Zach.
Tell the world who you are. Come on.
Oliver Partridge.
Oh, Oliver Partridge.
This guy. He trains harder than anybody that I see in the gym. He gives it 100% every time he's there. He hits. The only thing that we're lacking, right, is height. That's it. I mean, he's a young lad, 11 years of age. He's really small. He weighed in yesterday at 30 kg. This title is 32.5 because obviously I'm not asking a 10-year-old or an 11-year-old to cut weight. This is his weight. So here we are. So the title was at 32.5. It's always hard with kids, especially when you've matched them like 12 weeks ago, which is nearly 3 months. You know, they're going to grow.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, everybody else is growing except for him. So it's like,
What's going on there then?
I don't know.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But again, technique-wise, style-wise, he's got everything. And again, like I keep saying to his dad, I'm not bothered about what happens at this stage in his career. Obviously, I want him to do well. But again, I want him to get out there, I want him to fight who he can, when he can, and get on there, because when he gets to 16, 17, 18, people are going to they're going to have a shock, because he keeps up with Zach through the rounds. He's there from start to finish. He doesn't mess about. He deserves what he gets.
Yeah.
And if we lose tonight, it's not about, oh, what have we done wrong. Sometimes you lose because you might not be strong enough. You know, if the other kid's taller, this is factors that affect things, especially with kids. But what I would say is, this kid has got a great future.
Good.
I think his technique, I think his style, everything about him, I think this kid has... I said it years ago about a young lad, Luke Jones. This kid, yeah, I think this kid can go all the way, to be fair.
Well, good. Well, I look forward to seeing you tonight in the ring.
Thank you.
And good luck, okay?
Yeah.